What up, my peoples? This is your Cosmic Homegirl, and I'm doing a forecast for all of us for the week of January 5th, 2020 until January 12th, 2020. The first full week of 2020 and the first full week of the decade. I know everybody's been making like a big ass deal about 2020, new year, new me, new decade, new this, new that, yada, yada, yada. So, yeah. I guess I kind of am too a little bit. Now that the hype has died down, you know what I'm saying? You know how your girl is. I don't really jump on bandwagons too much. But yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys know. This is a horoscope for all the signs to let you guys know what the cosmic weather is for this week. Sorry, I've been MIA. Listen, I'm just gonna be straight up, you guys. So my laptop is dying, okay? And this is my only computer, and I don't know when I'll be able to get a replacement. So I will still try to be as consistent as possible with the weeklies and stuff like that. But if I'm not, just know I'm okay. Nobody kidnapped me or anything. I just have a lot of freaking issues with my laptop. It's very temperamental now. It'll shut off in the middle of me recording things. It takes hours and hours and hours for files to render and to upload. And I don't always have access to Wi-Fi. And when I do, sometimes my computer doesn't work with it. You know, I'm not going to go through the whole list. Look, I've been having some third house issues. Okay, all this Capricorn stuff is happening in my third house as a Scorpio rising. So it's about time that I somehow, some way figure out how to renew and redo communication and the devices that I use to do just that. Okay, so if I'm MIA sometimes from the weeklies and from Instagram, I'm just drained and exhausted from trying to render files, and it takes freaking forever, and then staying at places for hours and hours and hours to use their internet. It's just crazy. So a little announcement I'm going to make too, speaking of that. If I owe you a personal reading, you will still get it from me. My apologies for the delay. But I'm not going to be accepting any new clients for personal readings until further notice, because there's just a lot of things personally in my life that I really have to get together, and I don't want to, owe my time and energy to anyone and not be able to deliver what I've promised, and not be able to deliver it in a timely manner with all the technology issues I have, and then other personal stuff, you know what I mean? And just having to work. I'm going to have to work a lot more at my jobs plural. Yes. So I already have been, and it's really taken away time from astrology. And I just want to be able to clear up a lot of personal things before I dive back into giving time and energy and advisement to others. All right. So I will let you guys know down the line when I start doing personal readings again, and I will update my website accordingly very soon as well. But if you're listening and you already have a personal reading in queue with me, yes, honey, you will get that. But with all the technical issues I have, it's just I cannot right now. I just can't until I get everything resolved. So cross your fingers for me that, this year treats your girl well enough to be able to continue and proceed with doing what I absolutely love, which is giving readings. You may still see me come on here once in a while on YouTube, do things on Instagram, and maybe even pop up in other places, wink wink, other publications or broadcasts to do stuff to do with astrology. But personal readings are going to be on a hiatus for the first half of the year. Maybe I'll get back into it sooner than that, but I'm anticipating the first half of the year. All right. So that's kind of a new 2020 thing for me with all this pile up happening in my third house. It's just, I can't escape it right now. Okay. But anyway, what's going on this week though? What's going on this week, you guys, for all of us? So as you can see, yes, we still have this big old Capricorn stellium in the sky, which is going to last a while, so I'm not going to dwell too much on it. Mars entered Sagittarius last week, I don't think I really got to talk. I wasn't here last week. I don't think I couldn't get shit right with my laptop. It wasn't cooperating, so I got frustrated and said F it. But Mars is in Sagittarius for a while, through February, I believe. Let's look at the ephemeris. Hopefully my computer doesn't act dumb. Okay, so yeah, Mars is here in Sag, until mid-February. So Mars and Sag is wild. Listen, Mars and Sag is fun. Sagittarius rules religion and opinions and beliefs. So I already saw, like, the first day that Mars entered Sag, those people that like to stand on the corner and yell about, like, religious stuff, and yell how you need a Jesus and stuff. Yeah, those guys are out in full effect right now with Mars and Sagittarius. Mars is very forceful energy, enforcing things. And Sagittarius, like I said, it rules like religion and beliefs. So these people are really pushing Mars, their beliefs, Sagittarius. Nothing wrong with that. People getting out there, speaking their truths and their opinions, and really, standing up for them and all that, fighting for all that stuff. That's Mars and Sag. Mars and Sag is, unfortunately, a lot of times an F-boy or F-girl Mars. It's the Knight of Wands energy in the tarot. That horse is always moving. It's always on the go. It's like, see ya, peace. I got what I wanted. Now I'm out just as quickly as I came in. So you may see people kind of pull some stunts like that when it comes to dating. Lord have mercy on those who are single, including myself. Okay, with Mars and Sag, Lord have mercy. Knock on some damn wood, because I don't need any more of that. I had too many F-boys in 2019. 2020, I'm just not allowing that. Look, hopefully all this Capricorn energy in the sky will check some people's actions if they want to do that silly stuff and just be in and out, bounce around like a dumb court jester and like, okay, I got what I wanted now, bye. Like, really? Come on now. Now, if that's the type of fun that you want, Mars and Sag is dope energy. Okay, if you really just want a little fun and you and somebody else agree, look, this is just a little fun for a little bit, little adventure together, little rendezvous, this is really good energy for that if it's mutual. But definitely make mofos state their intentions with you. If you meet people during this transit, oh yes, make them state their intentions. Like, is this going to be a forever thing, or like a for 2.5 seconds thing? Like, just be honest with me. And yeah, be honest with people about it. Like, yo, I'm just trying to have fun for the moment. Not like, oh yeah, girl or dude, yeah, ha 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 ha, and then like skip out and ghost. Like, Sagittarius energy, you guys know it's one of my favorite signs. I absolutely love Sages. I love their energy so much. But Sag energy is notorious for ghosting. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But yes, it's adventurous, it's fun. Get out there, do some new things, step out of your comfort zone, go on those scary, crazy rides, or I don't know, just do things that really make your adrenaline rush and make you maybe even question what you just did. Like, what did I just do? But hey, it was fun. Haha. Something for the books to talk about, when I'm 80 years old and reflecting back on life. Like, damn, that was kind of dangerous, but hey, did you die? But did you die though? That's totally Mars and Sag. So Mars is going to be here for a month and a half, pretty much. Now let's talk about the energies that are more so like concentrated into this week. So we do have the moon in Taurus. We have the moon in Taurus, the 5th, and then the 6th. The moon moves into Taurus. The moon is still in Taurus. I said day, foo. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So the moon is in Taurus until, I'm on the west coast of the US and A. So like the evening of the 6th, maybe into the early morning of the 7th, depending upon where you are in the world, the moon moves into Gemini. While it's in Taurus, we are kind of more laid back and chill. Maybe a little lazy. Maybe we don't want to leave our houses. We don't want to leave our comfort zones. Maybe we're extra hungry and we just want the comforts of the material world, of the physical world. It's hard to stick to a budget when you go shopping when the moon's in Taurus. Let me tell you, you guys know your girl here is a Taurus. Okay, I have sun, Venus, Mars, and Mercury all in Taurus. So I know the struggle is motherfucking real, okay, to stick to a budget and not want to buy everything when the moon is in Taurus. We can all be affected that way. But the moon will move into Gemini towards the evening or into the 7th. And moon and Gemini days, people are a little more of there's like more of a jokester energy, especially because Mars is in Sag too. Gemini and Sag are two of the biggest joker energies in the zodiac. But we do have a moon and Mars opposition. This could be kind of like an angry energy, and people can act a little shisty under this type of an influence. Mutable, if there's like a heavy dose of mutable energy in the sky, that means Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces, especially Gemini, Pisces, and Sag. Not as much Virgo. Virgo tends to try to be more straight-laced, but they can kind of go off into some other zone sometimes too, you know, and do some shady stuff and cover it up and say, oh no, not me, I'm an angel. But more so I would say the fire, water, and air mutable signs. When there's like an abundance of that energy in the air, people just act stupid, they act a fool, they cross boundaries and lines, they think everything's a joke, and they don't see the boundaries properly, to where they will do things like steal and lie and just pull some stunts and some tricks, man. Like, it's just, oh my god, it's so annoying. So annoying to steady earth sign people who just want life to be straightforward and honest and straight up, you know. But the moon and Mars opposition between Gemini and Sag, there could be maybe some communication that's like heightened, like emotional communication that's heightened with anger, a lot easier than usual. People may be louder. Actually, as I'm recording this opposition is starting to pop off, and I'm still at one of my workplaces, and there's still people here, and they're being like hella freaking loud. And they're joking and laughing and stuff, which is cool with me, whatever. I like that type of moon and Mars and Gemini and Sag energy rather than like fighting and scrapping, you know. But moon and Gemini days, the moon continues to be in Gemini for a couple days. Where the heck are my notes? But yeah, the moon is in Gemini for a couple of days. And moon and Gemini days, you know, the moon rules our moods, the moods that we're in. So when the moon's in Gemini, the mood is very lighthearted, surface level, chatty. We don't take too many things too seriously. We may be more so like seeking gratification through like conversation, social media, like devices, games, you know, stuff like that. But moon and Gemini days, yes, our minds, our brains could be going like 1,000 miles an hour. It's like having 50 tabs open at once up there, and it's hard to focus, hard to concentrate. But me personally, I like moon and Gemini days because I am a jokester, and everybody shares memes a lot more and doesn't take everything so seriously and up the buttocks, okay? But we will have the moon square Neptune, I'm gonna say like the 7th, late at night, where I'm at, actually going into the 8th, moon square Neptune. So that can also cause like people to be a little more deceptive and try to cover things up and, you know, claim they're innocent and all this stuff, you know, during like this mutable square. Okay. So yeah, just be aware of that. And there could be some confusion, some things unclear, uncertain, people promising more than they can deliver, stuff like that. So moon in Gemini, and you know, also we will have the South Node and Jupiter. We'll have Jupiter and the South Node together. This stupid website doesn't show the South Node, but you know, it's always directly opposite the North. So it's 826 of Cancer, which means 826 of Capricorn is the South Node. Now the South Node is like, it's like a moving away from certain things or getting rid of certain things. Jupiter is religion, higher belief systems. It is travel. It's education. So there could be something that globally or nationally or whatever that is gotten rid of on the 8th of January. We do have a Saturn and Pluto conjunction building up too, and then we have Sun and Mercury in Cap. There's all this stuff in Capricorn. There could be something to do with like travel, the ability to travel, something to do with foreign countries. I know there's already some stuff popping off that has to do with that. And yes, sir and bam, that is all due to this Capricorn energy, because Capricorn rules the government, presidents and leaders, world leaders and stuff like that. So when we have all this stuff hanging out in that sign, you know there's going to be worldwide some major shit popping off. Okay. So they're already trying to impeach the president of the US. I think there was like another foreign country where they took out one of the leaders or something. That's all this right here, all this Capricorn energy. The South Node too. The South Node is things leaving and being gotten rid of. So there could be some foreign something or another on January 8th that's like changed in a drastic way, gotten rid of. Could be something with the ability to travel or, something drastic with stuff like that. On a personal level, wherever Capricorn is in your chart, maybe there could be some beliefs that you had before about something or someone or whatever that you are getting rid of and you're changing. That could be this conjunction too. Or maybe it all depends on your chart. Alright. Okay, so on the 9th, we have the moon moving into Cancer. The moon is in Cancer on the 9th. Moon in Cancer days, the moon will be here until the 11th. But the moon is actually going to be full in the sign of Cancer, which the moon rules Cancer. And we're going to have an eclipse in Cancer too. Full moon freaking eclipse in Cancer. Lord have mercy. The emotions are already on high, you guys. Like, let me tell you, the moon rules our emotions. It rules the sign of Cancer. It makes Cancer a highly freaking emotional sign. So matters of home and family that, and emotions that Cancer rules, they're definitely like the tides are high this week. Okay, so the days leading up to eclipse, you may start to see things changing and happening for you that are major in your life. Wherever Cancer and Capricorn are in your chart, it all depends, where they land as far as like how they really affect you. Okay, but the moon and Cancer days in general, they are ones where you want to be closer to your mom, if you're close to your mom or any maternal figures, or you feel more maternal and nurturing yourself. It's another one of those moon phases that make us extra hungry, and if we go to the store, we're gonna buy up everything. If we go to a restaurant, we're gonna order extra food, and it's like, what's that saying, your eyes are bigger than your stomach or something like that. That's moon and Cancer days are like that. Much more sensitive, personal. Everything is taken personally and up the buttocks when the moon is in Cancer. Moon in Cancer days, extra sensitive, emo, crying, oh my god, reflecting on the past, nostalgia, looking at old photos. Like a Wednesday, a Thursday, Throwback Thursday and Flashback Friday will be popping with tons of memories when the moon is in Cancer, and it's building up to be full too at that. So Lord have mercy. So if people are super emotional, I know I've already been, and we ain't even there yet to the moon being in Cancer as I'm recording this. My emotions have been heightened too, and I've been like, oh my god, I wonder why. I'm trying to look at all my transits and figure out why. But moon in Cancer days. So the moon is in Cancer the 9th. And on the 10th, we have that eclipse. It's at 19 degrees. Okay, so let's see, what time is the eclipse at? 2:21 p.m. Eastern US time. So Pacific time, it would be like 11 a.m. Mountain time US. It's like 10 something a.m. Central, it's 11. I mean, Central it's 1, and then Eastern it's 2. And then if you are in the eastern parts of the world, it's like in the late evening that we have the full moon eclipse in Cancer. So just in general, there could be some breakthroughs and some major stuff happening to where there's changes within your family life, changes within where you live. You're thinking more about maybe changing residences, or if you're not comfortable where you live, if you have issues with your family, there's issues with like motherhood, relationships with mother, all that stuff is coming to light and coming to the surface in general. And I can attest to that personally, you know, as a regular human being just like you guys, that yes, mother issues, you know, I am a mother, I still have my mother around. There are those things really boiling to the surface. Family stuff, yeah, that's all boiling up. Place of living, place of residence, all that is like, you know, in full freaking effect right now, okay? Having to renew a lease, and you know, stuff with child support and custody, like all that shit. Oh my gosh, like a Cancer moon can deal with that. Cancer eclipse can deal with that. But this is the moon and the sun. When there's a lunar eclipse, a full moon, it's the moon and the sun involved. So we've got the sun, Mercury, Saturn, Pluto, they're all together really close. They're all a part of this eclipse too. So there's some things to come to light and be illuminated with communication, some stuff with like positions of authority, globally, you know, nationally it could be government stuff, but positions of authority and respect and responsibilities, and then transformation, destroy and rebuild are Saturn and Pluto, very much so. So wherever Cap is in your chart, man, it's really up for like huge changes, especially, and then wherever Cancer is too. What else? So this is kind of like a paternal energy, I would say. Capricorn is, it's like the pops, you know, that's kind of like putting smack down and the discipline down and telling you what the rules are, what you can and can't do, and you know, stuff like that. So and then Cancer is the maternal energy, the moms, you know, who's like, oh no, the babies can do no wrong and leave them alone, don't discipline them, you know, stuff like that. Let me just bake us all some cookies. That's all like moon and Cancer energy. So there's a back and forth. There could be some like maternal and paternal like battles going on. I can attest to that too as a regular schmegular human just like you guys. There's definitely that popping off in my world, unfortunately. But there could be, yeah, like the paternal side wants this, the maternal side wants that. They battle it out. But the good thing about full moons is you meet in the middle somehow. There's conflict, yes, but there's usually a resolution. There's a breakthrough, a breaking point. It's like, you know what? We either do such and such or nothing. Like full moons are like that every month, but eclipses are like, yo, they're like major life stuff. Okay, so that's just in general what the full moon could be. It could be about like career changes and responsibility, making your mark out in the world, versus what about your family, what about your home and the people in your personal life and your emotional side and yada yada yada, right? So that's the eclipse. Now we did have a solar eclipse in Cancer around the same degree, at 20 degrees, July 12th of 2018. So if you can remember, like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, you know, what happened in that area of life between July and the rest of the year of 2018. Did anything change for you that was drastic wherever Cancer is in your chart? So that may give you some insight into what things could be wrapped up or having, you know, more like major events in that area of life. Okay. So on the 11th, we have the moon moving into Leo. The moon moves into Leo on the 11th. Moon and Leo days, fierce and fabulous, looking good, swinging that mane around. Your best wig is put on, honey, okay? Really big emphasis on the hair. Really a lot of energy to where you feel confident, you want to strut. And the moon will be trine Mars that day in Sag. So it could be an adventurous day, feeling good, looking good. It's the weekend. Moon and Leo phases are so dope for weekends. Leo energy is about partying, being youthful and fun and squealing with joy and laughter and all that jazz. So this is good energy to carry in through the weekend. Trust me, after the heavy eclipse in Cancer, crybaby eclipse, it's good to have a relief of the moon in Leo, to have a little fun, let loose, like, if you're crying over breaking up or something like that, with the full moon in Cancer, the moon in Leo day is like, okay, let me snap out of it. The moon is trying Mars and Sag. Let's get out, be adventurous and wild and have some fun and look good doing so. So that's moon and Leo days. Excuse me. They are days where you may go through your closet and your wardrobe in your closet and this bores me. Like everything bores you. You know what I'm saying? Like that Dave Chappelle skit where he made fun of Prince. This bores me. So you may look at your closet and be like, oh my God, like at your shoes, your accessories, everything. Because you want to stunt on them when the moon is in Leo. So if you don't have the proper attire to do so, you may feel like, I just need to go out and get some new gear to stunt in. All right. Moon and Leo days, you could be demanding of attention, commanding the attention of the room. You can be we could be extra affectionate, loving, romantic. Ooh, yes. I'm crossing my fingers. Maybe I can get in on some of that for once. Yes, Moon and Leo days, very playful, fun, childlike, romantic. So the moon continues to be in Leo through the rest of the weekend, even on January 12th. Now, it's good to have this lighthearted, fun Leo energy in the air. Although Leo can be quite bossy, though. She could be bossy, the Leo moon, demanding and commanding respect and what she deserves. Okay, so we have this conjunction between the sun, Pluto, and Saturn, all at the same degree. Mercury is here too, very close by, on January 12th. So a lot of astrologers are talking, okay? A lot of us can see that something may go down January 12th when it comes to government, authorities, presidents, leaders, all of those. There's something major that can go down on that day. Someone brought down, someone brought up, something brought to justice, something brought to light that's like a scandal or something, that someone huge with a big name. It can even be like a celebrity, a musician, a movie star, somebody that's like really high up there, like with recognition. There's something that can go on that day to where, like, a leader of some sort that everybody looks up to, something changes with them drastically. Okay, so yes, but in your own world, wherever this conjunction is happening, Saturn, Pluto, the sun, Saturn and Pluto together, they can be kind of brutal. And yeah, this time it looks like it's correct because Saturn and Pluto are exact by degree, by the minute. 12:01 p.m. that's Pacific time in the US. So just look at your time zone and see where it is for you. But it's just like exactly like at noon Pacific time, LA time, 3 p.m. New York time, and then elsewhere it could be like 8 p.m. in Europe or whatever. So that's when the exact conjunction goes down. There could be some hard lessons that are brought to us wherever Capricorn is in our charts. For Aries people, this could be within your career and your public image. Somebody could try to take you down, to be quite honest, and you may need to protect your public image. Or you can have you decide, hey, this career isn't working for me. I need to tear everything down that I've built up and rebuild it, on a new path. Or you could receive a position of power, authority, or something. Or some of you Aries could be power tripping hard, so just be mindful of that. For Taurus people, it could be with your beliefs, your religion, maybe some travel plans or something. Be careful traveling during that time, Taurus people, during on the 12th. Just be very careful traveling or dealing with foreigners. There could be some conflict or something possibly, but maybe something to do with school. There's some huge decision there that's made. Okay. For Geminis, this is happening in your 8th house. So that could be like intimacy, allowing somebody in on a deep soul level, which a lot of Geminis are not deep soulful people. Just Gemini energy alone is not. But this could be having you tap in more into that side, or dealing with traumas, facing them, getting over them. Maybe the universe could be calling you into some sort of therapy during this time, really digging deep into your own psyche and figuring out like the root cause of any type of psychological issues, emotional issues, stuff like that. Or something could go on with your money, especially if you have joint assets or a business, Gemini. Be very careful with that stuff around the 12th, okay? For Cancer, this is your 7th house of relationships. There could be a breaking down of anything old that has to do with relationships. Whether if you're in an existing one, maybe you guys are breaking down the way that you do things in that relationship and getting rid of it to allow for some new to come in. For some people, this can be a breakup if you're a Cancer. I'm not gonna lie, okay? Some of you guys, if it is a breakup, it's something that's already been long overdue and you've seen it coming. So, just don't be surprised if something like that comes up on the 12th and you're like, you know what, I'm done with this way of doing relationships. I'm done with allowing this to happen, and yada yada yada. For some of you guys, it could be maybe taking things to the next level seriously in a relationship. For some of you guys, it could be just allowing, like, who you allow in your life in general, just really taking a look at that and breaking down something. If you are a Leo, this is your 6th house, so your health. There's something with your health that maybe you'll need to change that's brought to your attention around the 12th. Something with your job too. Some of you guys may quit a job, leave a job. Hey, even if some of you guys are let go of from a job on the 12th, or maybe that's a Sunday, so maybe the day after, don't be shocked and surprised. It's the universe taking that away. These two planets will take it and give it away, honey. Okay. Taking it away to allow for something new. It's crumbling down old structures to allow new to be built from the rubble. Okay. If you are a Virgo, this is in your 5th house. So this could be something to do with romantic relationships, your ideas about romance and dating. There's something that you're gonna powerfully like change in that area. For some of you guys, knock on wood, because I know some Virgo risings that do not want kids, but hey, y'all need to be careful. This could be like a surprise, you're having a kid, or you know what I'm saying? Or a child is born, around this time that you already have been expecting. Or this could be just your ideas about having children or being changed, your ideas about romance. A lot of Virgos, they hold back in the romance department and the expressions of love. And, maybe this is a breaking down of that and like allowing yourself to be vulnerable and be happy expressing love like you never have before. That would be nice. Anyway, so if you are a Libra, this is in your 4th house. This is something to do with family, your place of residence. Family structures could be broken down and restructured. Family relationships, there could be something that goes on that day that like family relationships change, family dynamics change. My youngest son is a Libra rising, and there are some things that are changing within the structure of the household of where I live when he's with me. And we're building up to that already, with him having more responsibility, which Saturn and Capricorn rule. Him having more responsibility around the house and just for himself in general within the family, being a member of the household and the family. So there could be some stuff like that for Libras, like you take on a big family responsibility, or it's restructuring or rebuilding a home or building a home or moving, some huge move that you're making. If you're a Scorpio, this is your 3rd house of communication, travel, driving, the devices that you use to do all of that too. So for you guys, it could be breaking down and restructuring how you communicate with others, how you travel and where you go. For some of you guys, watch out with your vehicles. Maybe there could be a breaking down of something. So really keep an eye on stuff like that. For some of you guys, I'm hoping and praying and knocking on some motherfucking wood that my laptop, which is one of my biggest communication devices, does not take a crap around that time. It's already like lagging and just doing crazy shit. So I'm like, oh my God, please no. And my phone too has been acting up here and there, like, oh my God, please, Saturn and Pluto, leave my devices alone. I need them for business and life, like, badly. So just take care of those devices and tools and stuff, Scorpio. But you may decide to change some ways of communicating, maybe even step into like some media projects or something, you know what I'm saying? Like podcasts, broadcasts, radio, you know, getting your voice out there. You may decide to get your voice out there even more. It's not always some scary gloom and doom stuff. If you are a Sagittarius, this is something to do with money. Money is being broken down, restructured, your finances, your budget. You're taking a closer look at it and changing some stuff big time. For some people, it can be like a financial loss, you know, that needed to happen in order to put some things into perspective or rebuild and restructure the way that you view money and handle money and stuff like that. Or maybe it's like a new way of you making money, like a new job. Maybe you're leaving a job with this conjunction here. Maybe you're getting a different position at a job. Maybe your pay can increase. You never know, because these are some powerful planets. They do rule power. So maybe you're gaining more financial power, whether that's being just empowered within yourself or power, like really like you get a raise or something, right? And then if you're a Capricorn, this is happening in your first house of the self. Yo, Cappies, just anything could be, you can have powerful revelations about anything to do with yourself and your life anywhere in life. You could be changing some things to do with your diet, your body, maybe getting some major surgeries or something, reconstructing something with your physical appearance. Maybe it's just your life overall, your life path. You're like, this, it needs to change. It needs to change drastically and ASAP. So you are just changing your life path, changing your direction in life, changing maybe something like your last name or your name. You know, the first house is your identity too, how people first meet you, the first impression. You're changing something about the way people view you, okay? And if you are an Aquarius, this is your 12th house. Something spiritual. You may have a spiritual enlightenment, a spiritual awakening, Aquarius. Some old karma from the past could be wrapped up and changed and shifted in some sort of way. Like karma comes back to you and you're like, whoa, all right, I get it, why this is happening, and now it makes me think and feel such and such way and want to change. But it could be very spiritual though. And then if you're a Pisces, this is your 11th house, so something to do with your friendships and groups of people that you belong to. You can leave a group, join a group, you know. There could be a friendship that maybe, hopefully not, comes to an end. I'm a Pisces moon. I'm like, yo, I love my friends. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. There could be a decision to join, like a large network that's going to change your life forever, you know, or to leave one, and that's life changing too. Something to do with the internet, websites, your social media. You make some major moves that day, rebranding perhaps, you know. Rebranding and changing your image, changing your moniker, your at online, your handle, whatever you call it, your channel name, your social media stuff, just changing all of that. For some Pisces people could be making some major decisions with that, with who you associate with too, in general. So that's on the 12th. That's a very powerful transit. Just be on the lookout. Hey, if you whether you watch the news or not, you're going to be seeing some stuff go down on the 12th. Okay, just watch for that date globally with your popcorn. You know, hide your wife, hide your kids. I'm not going to joke like that. People might take my words all seriously and be like, oh my God, I need to run to a bomb shelter. She's predicting death and destruction. Nah, not necessarily. But hey, if crazy stuff goes down, don't be surprised, okay? But just be aware of things, extra aware of things on and around the 12th of January, okay? Whatever comes to you, epiphanies of things that need to change in your life, you know, they're really going to have a lot of meaning when they happen on that day. So that's it, you guys. That's what's going on this week. There's a lot of heavy stuff, I'm not gonna lie. But luckily there's some lighthearted energy with Mars and Sag. The moon will be in Gemini, the moon will be in Leo, so we'll have a little bit of relief from all the heaviness, right? So thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. And don't forget to check out my website. There's 2020 horoscopes by sign and also January horoscopes. This is going to be the last month for a while that I might do the monthly horoscopes by sign, because like I mentioned, my laptop is just taking a crap and it's taking forever to render and post and upload things and send things off. So I just need to give that a rest for a little bit until I get some things figured out. So sorry about that, but I will be here whenever I can, and on Instagram whenever possible too. I might just do some lives on there, switch to that whenever I can. But anyway, stay posted for everything, you guys, and hope you have a good week. Stay safe out there. All right, peace.